If me and Jake Paul fight, I will destroy
Tate as an opponent. Next question.
Real fucking world, Jake. There's a whole bunch of fighters out here who live in the real fucking world.
Being willing to fight anyone.
Andrew Tate is pushing the agenda for him and Jake Paul to fight, but will they actually?
If me and Jake Paul fight, I will destroy him because I am a professional and he knows I'll destroy him, and that's fine. When I first made that video was when he was calling out Conor McGregor, and I thought he was just being disrespectful and he was just a clown. It turns out he's taking his boxing career quite seriously.
He's really training.
He's training. He's getting in the ring when he doesn't have to get in the ring. He has enough money. He doesn't have to do this.
Yes.
He's putting it on the line. He's putting his reputation on the line. I know that takes balls. I respect him for it. So I understand now that he's very serious about his boxing career, and you're right. They brought back the old school, have you got beef, let's fight. I love that they brought that back.
Andrew Tate has said in multiple videos that he would like to fight Jake Paul for a sum of $3 million.
But I do have $3 million to bet with you. So this is your offer. $3 million. You put 3, I put 3. Winner takes all. I'm 5 years out the ring. I'm a kickboxer. You're 2-0 in boxing. I'm 0-0 in boxing. I've never even fought boxing.
Jake Paul was asked in a recent interview if he would consider Andrew Tate as a fighting opponent.
Do you ever consider Andrew Tate as an opponent? Next question. Next question. Andrew Tate. Next question.
However, it seems like an advisor or someone near Jake was trying to skip the question along, with Jake Paul acting dumbfounded as he doesn't apparently know who Andrew Tate is. But because of how desperate that person wanted the question to be moved along, it does create suspicion. And as everyone knows, this would go against something Jake Paul previously said.
When I leave this sport, you know, I want there to be a remembrance of me being willing to fight anyone, anytime, any place, and truly living up to that. I don't care who it is. Let's find someone, and I'm gonna knock them the out, put on the show, sell out Madison Square Garden, and make it happen. I'm sick and tired of these boxers being scared of everyone, ducking everyone, and not making fights.
And Andrew Tate is already trying to start beef with Jake Paul,
which we're going to talk about, because me and him, I told him I was going to fight him. I
like the Paul brothers. I'm going to interject. So make your point, and I'm going to tell you why I like.
Well, I'm more famous than him.
Okay,
I'm the blue line. He's the red line.
Yeah,
this is Google searches.
Yeah, right.
This is me against Joe Biden.
You're currently the most talked about famous man in the world.
I'm hiring Donald Trump. I'm top G.
Yeah, top G.
I'm the most talked about man in the world. Joe Biden, you think you're president? I'm top G.
However, in the current climate, it's impossible to say if Andrew Tate and Jake Paul will actually have a boxing fight. In my personal opinion, I do believe this is possible. I think if Andrew Tate plays his cards right and so does Jake Paul, I think they could actually figure out a boxing fight, especially with Andrew Tate constantly rising to a next level of fame.
And then we decided to create some content on the internet. These guys have at least had the balls to get in the ring. Massive respect, because anyone who gets in the ring, it's a dangerous sport, and it's real shit. And anyone who says that his fights are rigged, I don't think his fights are rigged at all. He carefully picks his opponents, but his fights aren't rigged. But he has brought back something that I really like. I really like that back in the day, in 17th century Europe, if you had beef with a man and everyone knew that you publicly disagreed, you could say, haha, I challenge you to a duel. I challenge you, let's have it out in public and settle our affairs. They brought back this old, you have beef with me, okay, let's settle it with fisticuffs. Let's settle it like men. So if it wasn't for the Paul brothers, there would still be mindless internet beef going on, and you couldn't say, let's have a fight, let's actually sort this out. So I genuinely, massively respect the Paul brothers for that. They brought that back, and it's a custom as old as time, and it's been back 5 years, and I'd say they are largely at credit and at fault for bringing that back. So hats off to them.
With some level of respect there, and Andrew Tate constantly trying to create more beef with Jake Paul and the Paul brothers, I think this is a possibility, especially with the knowledge of KSI knowing who Andrew Tate is. I think this is a very legitimate thing to say that this could actually happen.